Welcome to the Senior Estate Concierge Show. At Senior Estate Concierge, our mission is to bridge the gaps in the senior services industry and provide a highly compassionate, trusted, and caring team of professional solution providers and resources for seniors and families dealing with life changes and challenges. Find us online at seniorestateconcierge.com.
Senior Estate Concierge podcasts are designed to be informational and educational while featuring trustworthy service providers, and are also made possible through the support of a select group of sponsors. Secure peace of mind for you and your loved ones with long-term care insurance. Protect your assets and ensure quality care for the future. Don't wait. Prepare today to safeguard your legacy. Reach out now for a consultation and make the future as secure as the present. Contact Joel Berry, Independent Broker, at 281-650-7825 or email joel.berry, 4, at gmail.com. This is Gail Stolzenberg with the Senior Estate Concierge, and we're producing some podcasts of our members. Today we are featuring Angie Galatas of Medical Advocacy Plus LLC. It's a senior patient advocacy firm. So Angie, let's start off with just telling us a little bit about your background, where you were born, and what your childhood was like.
Hi, yes, thank you for having me on today. I actually am a Louisiana native. I was not born in Louisiana because my father was in the Air Force, so I was born at an Air Force base in Mississippi, but most of my life I resided in the great town of Baton Rouge and went to LSU, where I received my undergraduate and my graduate degrees. And I broke the mold and moved to Texas in 2001.
Okay. So, what other type of work did you do before you were with the Medical Advocacy Plus firm?
Yeah, so I mentioned that I received a master's degree from LSU, and I received that degree in speech pathology, and I worked various jobs in speech pathology in different states, including Florida, Louisiana, Texas, and I've worked in all sectors of that field, mostly with adults that have neurogenic issues such as stroke, head injury, and things like that, and voice and swallowing. I've worked in acute care, outpatient home health. I've worked I taught at the University of Houston as an adjunct professor, working with the graduate students in the adult stroke and voice and swallowing disorders. And then my last 10 years of speech pathology, I worked in tandem with an ear, nose, and throat doctor. She's a laryngologist, and we worked together building the practice with the voice and swallowing program before I went into medical advocacy.
Oh, what a tremendous amount of experience. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Medical Advocacy Plus, and specifically how it interacts with the Senior Estate Concierge.
Sure. So Medical Advocacy Plus, I like to use the acronym MAP, M-A-P, for the name of my company, because I feel like I map people through their journey of healthcare. And what I try to do is, I know that healthcare can be very overwhelming and confusing, especially during times of illness or uncertainty. So MAP comes in, we're very personalized approach with our clients, and there's no client that's the same. The care plan is never the same. And I help them with understanding their diagnosis, their next steps, and coordinating their care. And how that ties into the senior estate, I love being a part of that organization because I like to stay in my lane. I'm mapping you, but I stay in the lane of medical advocacy. Whereas when I bring in the senior estate, there are other professionals that I need to have on my team that I can refer to, such as transportation, in-home nursing, home remodeling, financial care that they might need. And so I'm very happy to be a part of that team to where we can all work together to give our patients, peace of mind and security.
Looking for financial flexibility in retirement? You may be able to access your home's equity without monthly payments, allowing you to enjoy the lifestyle you've earned. To see if converting your available home equity is right for you, and to start your journey, contact Alan Berger at 832-360-6700 or go to financialflexibility.services. I have listened to you give several presentations, Angie, and could you take maybe just like one case study to tell us a little bit about how you approached the problem and what the solution was and so forth?
Sure. I have a number of seniors that I work with. Some are husband and wife team. Some of them are solo agers, meaning they want to live alone. And it depends, again, like I said, every care plan and every goal is specific for the patient. So one of my patients is a husband and wife team, and the husband is actually does very well, but he just needs checks and balances. Whereas his wife needs a little more care because she has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's in the earlier stages, and so she cannot live independently. So I help with the medical navigation of that, making sure that they have gone to all the right physicians and doctors. They have also sought several second opinions on the Alzheimer's diagnosis. And unfortunately, the same patient has been diagnosed with breast cancer. So we have a whole new team of doctors working with her with lots of tests and genetic testing and understanding. Meanwhile, the husband has minor issues medically, but he still needs to be held accountable because he's trying to juggle his care and his wife's care. And so I've helped with resourcing out some of the work for transportation, for home companionship, and now they're looking at some finances of refinancing so they can afford the long-term care. Okay. So yes, it's every case is different.
Okay. Is there anything specific that you never include as part of your services, Angie?
Absolutely. I never give medical advice. That is not in our scope of practice. As a speech pathologist, we can give recommendations and advice of what to do. These are the evidence-based practice that we are going to say that is for your treatment. Whereas a patient advocate, I'm an educator. So I want to make sure that my patients understand all the options and understand the diagnosis or the treatment plan or the medication regimen so they can be empowered to make the decision. I never make the decision for them. I have a good example. I have a patient that's about to undergo a clinical trial, and then her physician just contacted us 2 days ago saying, she has a new clinical trial she might benefit from. So I have a lot of questions to prepare for that because I want to make sure the patient really understands the differences between the two trials that are proposed to her.
I know that you are a very, very busy lady, but what occupies your time when you're not working?
Well, actually, I have a little more time since my children have all grown and left the nest, so that affords me some time to do some things for myself. And as I wrote in my last newsletter, to stay cognitively active and to help with cognition as we age, you should try something new. So my current goal is I'm trying to learn how to play golf, which is very taxing and difficult for me. So that is taking up some of my time. And the other time when I'm not trying to learn a new task is I do enjoy hiking. I do cycle a lot, and I try to spend time with my family because we're all scattered throughout the country. So it's really important for family time, and I'm very thankful that they want to spend time with me and my husband as well.
Sounds like you stay in pretty good physical and mental shape then.
Very important. The other part, when people ask me what is the plus part of Medical Advocacy Plus, is I do believe in wellness and prevention. And so I feel like I need to practice what I preach.
Well, I believe that. So I know some of our listeners would like to be able to get in touch with you. What is the best contact information to give them, Angie?
Sure. They can reach me at, they can always go to my website, which is medicaladvocacyplus.com. I'm also on 3 areas of social media, which is LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. I have my number, which is 281-204-0017. And they can certainly email me at angie@medicaladvocacyplus.com.
Oh, great. Angie, thank you so much for sharing all this information with us, and I'm sure there's a number of people that will like to learn more from you. So this concludes our podcast, but be sure to go to SeniorEstateConcierge.com to watch all of the podcasts there, and you can contact me at Gail@SeniorEstateConcierge.com.
Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast? It is the absolute best way to grow your brand, spread your message, and build your following. Fresh Media Works can help. We do all the heavy lifting, and you just focus on your message. To find out how easy we can make launching your new podcast, call 713-269-4620 or check us out at freshmediaworks.com.